Stop sabotaging. How do you do that? Inward. You're going to have to develop the emotional intelligence. This is probably the biggest and baddest thing that you can do to make yourself MGM standard, mature, grounded, masculine man. Heal and clean up your energy, your communication, your limiting beliefs. Clean up all that shit. I don't care who you are. You have childhood traumas. From the very birth, there's a great book out there, The Body Never Forgets. As you come into this life, it's a cold, hard, abrupt environment. Smack you on the ass to have you scream. Make sure you learn. It's so clinical and cold. It's nothing like nature designed it. Now, this is not a problem. This is just the status quo. You're going to have an attachment style. Your primary care providers taught you something. When they left you alone, if you cried, did you get attention? Was somebody coming? Were they reliable? Did they neglect you? Were they unpredictable? Were they in and out of your life? Did you often go without your needs being met? Because this feeds into how you feel worthy, how you interact with the world, how you seek things from partnership that you may or may not even know. Why am I in this toxic dynamic? Why am I dealing with all this dysfunction? Why am I taking this abuse? I don't deserve this. I can't stand this. And you get a fix when she comes back around. If you're not in control of yourself, if you don't have emotional intelligence, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So you've got to do the work, brother. I don't care how buttoned down you are, straightforward you are, successful you are, just because you can function. Yes, sir, I'm doing fine. How are you feeling? Because the second her femininity, the feminine swirl, the infinite chaos, the entire spectrum, the laughs, the tears, the joy, the celebration, the excitement, the anxiety, all of that feminine, and your grounded masculine rockish triggered, taken out, cracks and chinks in the armor coming out, it's all going to show up. And then she knows it's not safe. Then you abuse, you neglect, you respond, you do all kinds of things that have that feminine walk right away because she knows how to protect herself. She knows how to seek alignment with her intuition. Hell, that's the thing I coach my clients on, so I hope they better know. But you've got to do the healing and clean up your shit so that you show up to the table. Have you ever heard, fellas, who hurt you? Now, I'm not talking about that sign language. I'm not talking about them making you feel insecure, name calling, have to be right, none of that stuff. We all know that MO. But truly, if you haven't moved on from this red pill rage, if you haven't come to accept female nature, you want a feminine woman. Do you really? Because there's some feminine nature. There's some manipulation at play, healthy even, that's going to be there. She's had to have her experience. Her body count is going to be whatever, unless she's a virgin, which 2025, come on, man, for real, you holding out with that? You got to get over these beliefs and ways of thinking about things because it truly is what it is. And when you understand feminine nature, it's going to be to your benefit because the feminine nature, she's just been looking to the cream at the top. Well, what did I say? When you get grounded in your MGM status, when you reach that standard of mature, grounded masculinity, black card on deck, her female nature, her hypergamy, all the other things out there, lingo and whatever you can be paying attention to in this dating game, in this modern dating game, red pill rage, it's all aimed to that cream of the crop, to the top percentage. So if you get to play there in that playground, what difference does it make? But you got to get your shit cleaned up first. And here's the secret part of the heavy lifting behind that, fellas. You heal and clean yourself up because that's where the sabotaging happens. And this straightforward is going to be the biggest nugget I can give you. You say you want a feminine woman in your life. If you are not ready for her femininity, if her talking, if her emotions, if her inconsistency, if her polar opposite polarity, attraction, if her femininity that shows up is everything you are not, and you are not mature enough, you are not emotionally intelligent enough to be with all of that, you will just as quickly use and abuse her, have her shrivel up and protect herself, and that wafting, free-flowing feminine flower and fountain pouring all the love, softness, ooey gooey, gushy that you want is not going to be there. It's going to dry up quick as night. So when I tell you, be careful what you ask for. When I tell you, are you sure that you want a feminine woman in your life? You better be ready for all that femininity shows up as. Unpredictable, unreliable, not accountable, mature. They follow your lead. We don't deal with that bullshit around here. We're not toxic and dysfunctional around here. Okay, they can grow up. They show improvement. But don't expect her to take responsibility. it's going to still be hard for her. No different than it is for you. You're a human being. Come on. To say I'm sorry. As men, we're more conditioned to, I fucked up, so I learn on the other side. I'm sorry. My bad. Show me how I can improve. Femininity doesn't have that, especially in the sexual market. They're given everything, handed everything because they're pretty, because of their youth, because of their softness. So they have a skewed sense of life that has nothing to do with us. So you can't expect that on the other side of the coin. That's the biggest tidbit I could give you.